It's May the 5th, and this is the Sonic Academy News. Welcome along to another thrilling episode of the Sonic Academy News. As usual, I'm joined with Chris and Brian, and we've got a few news items. We're going to be looking at the announcement of the Emerson Moog modular. This is an absolute monster of a yoke. It's a new Moog synthesizer that they're going to be building a small number of.
I was going to say, is it? I mean,
it's not a mass-produced product. No, it
can't just go onto their shop and add one to basket.
No,
into your bank.
Yeah, it's they reckon it's going to be about 90 grand. It's all hand built. It's a replication of Keith Emerson's legendary Moog that was built in the 70s by Bob Moog himself. It was based initially around a 3 oscillator design, and then it's been added to over the years with sequencers and built from scratch preset manager and a bunch of other stuff. So out of the price range of anyone I know.
Yeah, apart from me, maybe somebody like me can afford it. It's the biggest engineering project that Moog have ever undertaken.
Well, since obviously the original.
Well, yeah, but I think the original was just bit by bit. This is the whole complete system. I don't know. I'm not.
I don't see the point. I can't imagine I get
so many orders. What's the Supercell sound like?
Yeah, exactly.
you need to buy about 60 of them.
Yeah, has it got a good Supercell?
Tune them up.
So yeah,
I know. So if you're trying to make an 8-part Supercell, you'd need like what, £500,000? Yeah, £500,000 a synth to get a good chunky saw out of it. I mean, it's obviously a very, very cool synth, and whoever ends up getting one, I'm sure someone, some superstar film composer would maybe get one. Who's your man does like Batman and Hans Zimmer? He'd take one. Although he's already got a pretty massive system. Yeah. So it's a pretty cool synth, but we're never going to own one.
Never going to own one or listen to one. So yeah, cool. Next up, I've been looking at Traktor DJ.
No, that's after. We're looking at Dune.
Sorry, very sorry. I'm jumping the gun.
Yeah, no, Synapse Audio have brought out an update. Well, it's actually a completely new plugin. It doesn't have any backwards compatibility with Dune 1, but it's so it's got wavetable synthesis, FM synthesis, and a virtual analog, and it's got some crazy polyphony thing going on.
Yeah, so it's got a very interesting structure. It's got a three oscillator structure plus noise, but then you can have 8 of those stacked up. So in the same way the Roland synths and Silent had like layers, this can have up to 8 layers, so you can effectively have like, I don't know what they say, like 500 odd.
It's 5, they say, was it 8 unisons, so you can have 520 oscillators per note.
Yeah, it's a crazy amount. So far we've really liked it.
Yeah.
Probably CPU wise, sound wise, I don't think there's too much else there that can touch it. To me it sounds not dissimilar to things that like Diva that would really chew up your CPU.
Yeah. It's impressive for what you're plugging into it, and then you look at the CPU and you're just like,
it's very efficient the way that
it makes you think what's actually going on. I don't quite understand what's actually going on.
Supersaw is really nice. It uses something similar to what looks like a Virus type hypersaw thing, where they've got the spread and you can select different spread modes. Some really cool features. Sounds lovely. New filters based on the that sort of Moog filter that's going about at the minute. Sounds similar to Diva. It's a very nice sounding Moog filter. They've got the C-line key filters as well. I think they're from S20 possibly, and an acid filter based on a TB303 or something, I'd imagine. All sound really nice. All zero delay filters, so you get really nice resonant quality. And then it's got a bunch of effects, as you would imagine, and then a really good modulation matrix and 3 MSEGs, multi-segment envelope generators. Very nice synth. All sounds great. The envelopes on it are really nice and plucky, so great for sort of trancey stuff.
What's the price on? Is there an upgrade path, or is it just you have to buy it outright?
$169 for the full version and $79 for upgrades of Dune 1. So
it seems weird that there's an upgrade from Dune 1, but they're two.
Well, that's probably. I mean, it's just kind of enough. I like.
So no preset backward compatibility, or any backward compatibility of any kind. There's an arpeggiator. There's a few different modes for setting CPU values. You can sort of set the modulation speed to audio sample rate or dial it down. So we notice when you have that up full, it's like doubles the CPU. So if you want to like do really fast modulation, you know, there's a bit of a payoff there. But I mean, the CPU is so low on it anyway. It's pretty impressive. I think that's about it. The FM on it's really nice as well. It's very simple. It's a 3 operator model, but you can get some, you can get the sort of garagey basses and sort of some sort of form and deep type things.
Haven't played with the FM yet.
It's nice. Wavetables, not that many wavetables. Probably going to be more. At the minute they've got on their beta forum. There's actually a wavetable uploader app that is still in development, which enables you to create your own wavetables and put them in. So they say they're still working on that. But they haven't said whether they're going to release it or not release it, but it's in development, so I imagine it will be released at some point. So yeah, I think it's pretty much every other synth in the world killer at the minute.
Okay, there you go. It's a big bold statement.
Yeah, I can't really fault it. Filters sound great, all the waveforms sound great. As I say, maybe could do with a few more wavetables. Doesn't have any of the sort of really cool ones from Massive. The sort of if you can upload your own ones at some point, then that's not going to be a problem. The effects are good. That's about as far as I go. The reverb's nice. You can get some nice big reverbs. There's nothing really different. It's all your standard fare. There's nothing really sort of mind blowing in there. I think Massive sort of got still a bit of a leap ahead of that in terms of some of their more interesting. Type some, but I would say the modulation in this is would compare with Massive's in terms of the routing. I don't think you've got you can drag in the curves in Massive and do sort of step based stuff. It doesn't have that, but the arpeggiator is pretty good as well. So yeah,
could be a candidate for a first look.
I would say it's absolutely a candidate for first year. Okay. I really like it, so sounds good, and well, it's obviously still pricey. It's at the top end of synth. It's a bit more expensive, or probably tiny bit more expensive than Silent, but I think it really kills it.
Yeah, there you go. Worth the upgrade anyway.
Absolutely, yeah. If you Dune 1, it's absolute no go or no brainer.
Okay, and now you can.
And now back to Traktor Pro. Yes, this week we have the news that Traktor Pro has had a little bit of an upgrade and facelift. Sorry, not Traktor Pro.
DJ.
Traktor DJ. I must apologise. It has now got Mixcloud integration, so you don't have to export or manually upload your mixes. They go automatically up to Mixcloud.
So Traktor DJ is the iPad iOS.
iPhone. Yeah. I play with it a lot. I find it loads of fun, and I find like the beat grading and stuff it does is actually much better than Traktor Pro.
Yeah, and would you ever consider DJing with it?
I couldn't bring myself to turn up with an iPad and DJ out with just an iPad.
Although you had that wee controller.
Yeah, the wee Z1.
Yeah, it worked in conjunction with it.
But I just still think it seems like house party DJ and stuff, and to turn up to Gatecrasher and plug in your iPhone and your little mixer. I don't know, but
why, if it does the same job?
Totally use it in hotels and planes and stuff to listen.
Have parties on planes.
Just to practice, just to sort of
get one of those jam boxes, and you could be.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Just to go through mixes and see, to sort of get your playlist working. 3 new effects: Iceverb, Transpose, Stretch, and Reverse Gain.
Yeah.
And there's something I haven't looked at this yet. There's something that they have to be unlocked. Some way in app. Now they're free, the download's free, so I don't know what that is. There is playlists and subfolder editing improvements, and then there's been a whole host of additional smaller stability improvements across it. Also, to celebrate this, they're running a mix comp, so all mixes that are uploaded to Mixcloud between now and the end of the month will be automatically entered into a competition, and a guy called Gerald will pick a winner, and they will get a free trip to Ibiza. out of it. So
cool. Yeah, it's good bit of software. It's about $6.99 or something like
$6.99 for the iPad and $1.99 for the iPhone. So it's brilliant fun if you've got it. If you've got iPads, go and get it. In fact, the one app.
And you can do the whole. You can do an entire mix inside thing. You don't need a controller necessarily.
You don't know. You can do. It's a bit fiddly, sort of
and
changing screens.
If you don't have, for example, the Z1 or whatever, how would you monitor?
They now also have this.
Do you need a monitor anymore, or is it all because you've got sync? You just
probably would need to, wouldn't you?
You can get this new cable that will give you a monitor, split cable. I think it's only 20 quid or something. Otherwise,
I wonder could you do, because I've got the Jawbone Jambox, which I got recently. It's like a Bluetooth stereo speaker. I wonder, can you like send the main audio to that and have your headphones as the cue? That would be pretty handy if you could
check that out. I'm not sure.
But like a Bluetooth thing?
Yeah, if you use Bluetooth as your speakers, and then you
want to rely on Bluetooth, like, would you?
No,
well, maybe in the house, like, yeah.
But it's for house parties, if you're just having a few mates around and you want to get some tunes on the go, pass the iPad about, do a wee mix, and
yeah, no, it's definitely aimed at the house party market. It's good fun, and if like people like me on the road, it connects to your Dropbox and stuff as well. So
as you say, on the road, if you're sort of wanting to find mix points and stuff for your tracks,
that's exactly what we use it for. Or to listen, we've got something new and we haven't had a chance to listen to it. You put it in and you can see if it fits in your sets.
Fit in, with other stuff.
So cool.
Yeah, cool. So next up, Sonic news. What's happening this week, Brian?
Yeah, this week came out was Tucandeo. So Danny Tucandeo from Tucandeo.
Is the second name actually Tucandeo?
No, I'm sure it's not. No, I don't know where the name comes from. Danny something. I'll have a quick look and see if I can find the second name.
Get an update on that. I thought it was Danny Tucandeo.
No.
I think it's.
Oh,
be good.
Okay.
Maybe you should
I thought it was. Yeah. So Tucandeo brought out our first FL Studio course on the site. So we're hopefully going to
first of a few more. Yeah.
Yeah. Bring out a few more of them. Pretty well received. We put the play up on YouTube and people are loving it. It's basically it's not totally beginner, this course. It's a wee bit. You need a wee bit of knowledge of FL Studio.
You need to sort of get the basics. Well, you can follow along.
If you're quite confident in Ableton or whatever, you'll be able to pick up what's going on and you'll be able to teach yourself with the videos. But for an absolute novice who's never touched any kind of DAW at all, it's maybe a wee bit more hands-on.
It is slow paced for somebody who has a bit of an idea of DAWs, and it's slow enough for those guys to follow.
Sit somewhere in the middle between beginner and intermediate, I'd say. And is this available to purchase?
Not yet, but I'm going to put it up to purchase this week, probably.
So we'll make it so you don't have to have a subscription, since it's our first FL Studio one. We'll get a few more. We have potentially other coming.
We have more FL Studio stuff coming, so it's an area that we're going to move into. It's a DAW that's getting more and more popular. We get more and more requests for it, so we've got
and the results are I think the inbuilt, well, not the synths you can get for it that are sort of FLs.
Anything I hear just on it sounds great.
Really nice stuff.
I really like.
Okay, so that's that. Sonic Academy competition.
Yeah. So last week we asked the question. Desert Island question, wasn't it?
Yes.
Favorite tune, favorite software plugin and hardware unit. And the winner was, I don't have what he said.
I have Roy Johnson.
Roy Johnson. Johnson.
I'd like to take Solar Stone 7 Cities, such an amazing emotional track.
I agree with that. Track.
Anna, as it's the only synth out of the that I own and know how to use properly. And Native Instruments Machine, as it's the first piece of equipment I bought, and it's still the dog's bollocks.
So there we go. What did Rory win?
What did Rory win? I can't even remember.
I can't remember. I think it was the Ultimate Packs. I think, Rory, we will go back.
We'll go back and
check. Watched last week's news.
I think it was Ultimate Effects. It was Ultimate Effects and Ultimate Effects 2, wasn't it? Yeah. So that's not quite out yet, but we'll get it.
As soon as Ultimate Effects 2, you'll get maybe a few hours before the official release.
And then this week's
competition. So
so if you actually look along the bottom here.
Promo code.
Ooh, right.
Use 20 for the promo code. So you get 20% off in the store this week
on everything.
On everything until next week.
Yeah.
But only for watching the news, obviously. So if you're not watching the news, nobody knows about it.
Yeah, don't be. And so is that it for the Sonic Academy news this week?
Yes, that's it.
Yep. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we will catch you next week.